Wait, they need the same.
Settle down!
Shower me with praise!
Be sanctified.
Wind strider!
Silence!
Time to shine! Strike a blow! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Uniforms. What the fuck?
Bow your head.
Red lightning! Echoing
Silence! Bow your head.
Time to shine! Stop showering me with...
Settle down!
Yo, pro ở kê nha bro. Đó. Tâm chập đá mình tòa mang crack còn đần ra sừng không?
Ad Astra Abyss.
Nơi event story còn toàn thưa to tiện.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Nơi thưa tạ gameplay này Hansen. Details the cost of upgrading that. Upgrade. $1,000,000. That's a lot. It's bad. Wait, that. Oh, I got 197 sub. It keep increasing. Each day complete 8 friendly encounter or no friendly encounter. Wait, it's off like guys a bit right there. Encounter. got the 249 counter for action point. No. Don't cope. Click that stack and good night, bro. See you on Friday. Vào đọc môi. No staff. No. Is the imaginary theater? Or it's a library? Oh, it's like Pac-Man. Where's the coin? Oh, yeah. I got the upgraded another time. 2 mil. Oh, we have another one. Farina. My God, Farina.
Why, hello there, traveler. Paimon. I sensed your enthusiasm from a mile off. You were so bright. I could have taken you for an opera singer in full falsetto.
Falsetto.
Farina, you're finally here!
Our star have arrived.
Thank you. I am just as thrilled to be here as you are to have me. More seriously, I'm not the star this time. That's you two, alongside all the creators sharing their passion for film with the world. Honestly, when I was first asked to approve the plans, I thought this would just be a small event. I never imagined that the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland would expand to this scale so quickly.
Yeah, thinking back to when we first arrived, it really has all come together in no time.
At this rate, who knows? Someday it could become as iconic as the Fontanalia Film Festival itself. And we have the two of you to credit for much of that. I've suggested to several renowned directors that we award you the title Pioneers of the Film Industry.
Pioneer.
In contrast to the Farina Award, which is more of a public honor, this title is a mark of true recognition from within the industry itself, a reflection of both outstanding achievement and hard work.
Wow, even you're getting serious now.
Come now, no need for any of that. Just relax and enjoy the moment. Speaking of which, I've actually been preparing a little survey. How about we randomly select some visitors to give us feedback about the park?
Did Paimon hear that right? Farina carrying out a customer satisfaction survey?
Well, given that it bears the name of my dear friend Surintendant Cheval Moran, isn't it only natural that I conduct a bit of research on her behalf? Besides, the more famous a star becomes, the more important it is to stay in touch with reality, no? Plus, it's amazing how much you learn just by listening to other people's take on films.
Paimon always assumed celebrities just get their assistants to handle everything for them. But it sounds like it's actually pretty hard work. Then again, maybe Farina's just an outlier.
Farina is just that good. Wait, that's all. Wait, that's all. No path to. $3 million revenue, crazy. Doing this. Warfaring now.
There we are, all set to go. Now, let's take a stroll nearby and randomly pick out some visitors to ask a few key questions.
These suggestions are surprisingly detailed. Choosing film prototypes, recreating the scene cutting process, budget management for costumes, makeup, and set design? Oh, Paimon's head is spinning. Why is everyone so professional? Also, nearly every single person we spoke to said they wanted to see Lady Farina perform. Your popularity is off the charts!
To tell you the truth, I've no plans to perform this time around. Any star worth their salt knows their role. When I take center stage, all the spotlights are on me, and rightly so. But as a guest, I should step back and let others shine. So instead of performing myself, I'd prefer to support you from behind the scenes. Perhaps as a consultant for one of your attractions, for instance?
Hey, that's right! Movie Masterpieces is all about film expertise. There really would be no better candidate than you!
Wonderful! Then I shall give this role my very heart and soul. Once I've had a moment to prepare, we can meet up for a slice of gâteau from my pâtissière suprême before we get started.
Are we getting Farina? Facility.
is that? Our hero, the Traveler? And Paimon, too! Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Coiffier already told me you were the big boss here. But when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
Tactically speaking, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland doesn't even have a boss, does it? Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible, and then we all share the profits? But, wait a sec. Why are you here, Veressa?
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand. Not long
What
ago,
brand?
Mrs. Coiffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does. In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition. After talking it through with my parents, I decided to give it a shot. Now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order, I plan to sell the rest of my fruit directly to guests to help quench their thirst, of course.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit from Natland here in Fontaine does sound pretty appealing. But with this many customers, wouldn't it be exhausting to watch the stall all day?
Huh? Am I supposed to be watching the stall the whole time? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? I heard some of the challenges are based on famous films. Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to go give it a try.
So, you're not doing any business at all?
Back in the Collective of Plenty, I'd just set up a sign with the fruit prices, place a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side, then let people pay on their own. When closing time came around, I'd wake up and check the accounts. Not a single Mora's ever gone missing.
Wow. So check out.
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the Collective of Plenty are a law-abiding bunch. No one would even think about taking something without paying. Makes sense that tending your stall wouldn't take too much effort. Fontainian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping. Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontainian clockwork mecha for Kochi-san. Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting distracted.
We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around pretty well.
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up. I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
Basically, I need to press function as out center. Then that. Where's Lynette? Oh, gosh. Noise.
Us? Wait, but Paimon hasn't seen Linny anywhere. All of them? That's some serious dedication right there. Paimon had no idea Lenny was so into horror films. Well, that's a side of Lenny we've never seen before. Don't even think about roping Paimon into this! Sounds like eclectic escapades would be more to your liking then. Wanna give... is that really that entertaining? Still, if you're interested in the attraction, why not become a consultant? That way you'd get to see more of the visitors' reactions too! If we can get Linny on board, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland will be even more popular than it already is!
Increase the ratio with unused action point converted to fun. Oh, more. Siege wheel. Siege wheel.
Hey, Siegeween! Welcome to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland!
We should have your finger on the pool.
Oh, your encouragement leaves Paimon feeling even more motivated than ever! But now they've got films to watch. Even the ones who used to might settle down a bit, right? We have our very own animal-themed area, by the way. We call it Mellow Manor. Customers are calling it the most relaxing place. Oh, you mean we could... Now that you mention it, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah, like the workload won't be... With the dream...
And this one can generate additional income.
Dia? Paimon didn't expect to see you here either! Guess that's not scenery most Fontanians see every day, huh? Wait, you should...
Additionally, option yang quickly be
Hello, boss. I'm from the Collective of Plenty. You might recall receiving a letter from us requesting you to design some components.
Wait a sec. Why does Yansan need clockwork mecha?
Nothing like that. Our coach just wants to fine-tune her gym equipment so people can target different muscle groups more easily. She mentioned something about a rowing machine to focus on back muscles. as well as a pec deck and a leg press machine. The parts that connect the ropes and weight plates wear out easily, but they need to be strong. So Coach Yan-san thought she'd give Fontanian Clockwork Mecha a try.
It all sounds so technical. When did fitness turn into some kind of complex engineering problem?
To be honest, I don't really get all the details either. But if it works out, I'll be sure to train according to her revised method. And if it doesn't, we can always stick to the good old methods. If you're interested, I can show you a few beginner exercises the next time you drop by our tribe. You'll be able to smash the records without even breaking a sweat. I know it.
Paimon will pass on that one. She'll be rooting for you from the sidelines, though.
You can always try the equipment we keep for little Saurians, Paimon. As long as you start out with the super light weights, you'll be fine. Weight training's for everyone, you know. As long as you put in the effort and keep it, anyone can develop rock-solid muscles.
No!
The reduced number of action point consumer expansion.
Delighted to hear that you've been enjoying yourself, but I need to concentrate on this film for now. Those animal assistants will have to wait. I just need
This binging movie?
you sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I keep thinking of new tricks. So tired. Can't sleep, but can't get up either.
Why don't you come out and have a walk? There are big shoot animal to play with.
That's right, Lenny. A change of pace should stop your mind from wandering.
Wait, Traveler? Paimon? You two are here as well? In that case, count me in. Not just for my own sake, of course, but to support my friends. Just give me a moment to freshen up.
Sounds good!
Maximum start level.
Forget health.
Wait, head nurse, please don't go. Phew, boy, am I glad I caught up with you. One of the inmates has become obsessed with those magical mouse munchies from the animated films you've been showing them, and tried making some himself with 3 days' worth of welfare meals. He ended up giving himself food poisoning, with symptoms we've never even seen before. Please...
Sijui sure has it tough. Not only does she have... Why don't we prepare...
Reduce number of action points in my friendly encounter. If they drop down.
I see.
Okay, here's the deal. Do exactly yourself for instructed.
She's inside.
I can keep drinking. A scoop. It'll sell like hotcakes.
Oh, we got a vending machine.
Ah, they both... But how come you seem so familiar with this bar? Where do... Huh? So... That actually makes a lot of... Who knows? Maybe...
Service value exceed limit which is like additional. Another server. $4 million. 8 million.
exquisite, as amazing as ever. Escoffier, have you ever considered starring in your own film? I can see it now. Val's en cuisine. A riveting tale about the art of extreme cooking. I'm sure it would be a hit.
As it happens, I'm already doing something similar. A brand consultant has been filming my training sessions with students and incorporating them into films about Fontainian cuisine.
Oh, no. No. A documentary won't do. I'm talking about something with a bit more drama. Your experiences as a chef could be turned into a scintillating story. In fact, I'll even write it myself.
Before you finalize it, please let me review the culinary terms, especially when it comes to how ingredients are handled, the timings and the quantities.
Great! It's settled then. And actually, I think I'd like to bring in the Traveler and Paimon as directors. Something tells me that the three of you working together would really get the creative sparks flying. We could create something truly magical here.
No problem! That said, now that we've been granted Director Farina's approval, we'll really have to step up our game.
Send the screenshot.
Excellent! I believe in you both. The gâteau was sublime as ever, Escoffier. Now, about time we got to work. I'll start drafting the script on the side, while serving as the consultant for movie masterpieces. Wish me luck!
All right, time to show off how fast I can run. I'm gonna calm down and focus on running my fruit stall.
That's right! Last thing you'd want is to get too absorbed in having fun, then suddenly realize you're starving because you haven't eaten anything for hours. Funnily enough, Paimon can think of someone else with a bad habit of getting so into things that they forget to eat. No matter
No need to worry about me, guys. I do a lot of long-distance running, so I always make sure to bring some food and water with me. This time is no exception. Woohoo! That was incredible!
How was it? Did you get through all the levels?
It was amazing! Not only did I get a super high score, but I also checked up on every homage to the original films, and even recreated several iconic scenes starring comic book superheroes. I'll focus on doing business this time round, but if there's ever another event like this, please let me know as early as possible. I want in!
Yep. You know what? We should let you design the levels. I'm sure all the fans will be thrilled.
That would be great. Anyway, back to business. Time to focus on my fruit stall. I'm gonna make a name for my orchard and fontaine.
Cycle. Yay, 그런 스타퍼링. 3 million.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper...
Saya dulu. Need to upgrade stat. Stacking the bar.
Thanks for inviting me to come down, you two. I must say, I feel like a new man after visiting the park and seeing all those adorable animals. Seems like Lynette has her eye on some great potential animal assistants. Oh, and did you see those weird mushrooms? Can we take home a few of those as well?
That might not be possible. These fungi have been specially trained, you know? They're like the stunt actors of the elemental world. Are you sure about that? Paimon's pretty sure we've never seen a cat anywhere near as big and as soft.
Each one.
And here's a Is it because they aren't paying any attention when they're watching? Or is it some rebellious mentality? Whatever you tell me not to...
Great animation. Yeah. Gradient blue stuff. Filled with yellow. Which
You're so quick, Dia! Everyone agreed just like... Hooah! Watch out, world! There's a couple of new mercs on this... It's a deal!
receive a material exactly. Seven. Then we can spend cycle 10 mil 28 Hello Miku យកไปตอนគេងទៀត Same token 2 times I contribution you 180 30% refund យកទាំងអស់ ម្ដងហ្នឹងតន់ដឹងសូវណាគេ maybe skirt correct តន់ដឹងពូណាវាឬក៏ពូ Escofia Escofia មិនដឹងយកមកផលមកអីបើអត់បាន skirt ដែរអញ្ចឹងគួរ skip យកណាវាសិនចាំមើល win ហើយក៏ lose 50-50 upgrade max and up staff advice that antibody constant ចិត្តបាន10ភូមិ Bennett oh it's that also good តំបានពីឆេងអត់គឺ thôi nhưng vẫn skip banner skirt ហើយក៏អត់មានធីមលេងអត់អីភូទាំង Scorpia ទាំងយេឡានធីម Skirk ប្រហែលតែកើ Farina ច្រើនជាងយេឡានបើ Skirk healer ស្រាប់Scorpia healer ស្រាប់ចឹងដាក់ Farina ល្អដល់អត់បានមើលលេខគេ calculation អីមិនអត់ដឹងអាលេខពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹង stat អីខ្លះទៀតតែបើចង់ pull Scorpia អត់ Skirk pull Skirk អត់ Scorpia ចឹងប្រហែលជាអត់ទាំងពីរមើលពិធីហ្នឹងបាន 58ในการแบบไพ่พูดเด็ดเราใส่คอซ้ำสักใส่คอซ้ำสัก100 million ตรัมหวานเหมือนกันนะធ្វើអីតទៀត
Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
Some good news, some bad news.
Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
ចាំមកគូគូនិយាយចាំមកខាគូគូនិយាយតាមរហូត
Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Even had an interesting chat with some veritable VIP.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Marmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You'll just have to wait a bit longer.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
ល្អតាតែ weapon អីគេបើ weapon energy crit ប៉ុណ្ណឹងល្អជាងខ្ញុំឆ្ងាយ
Yay!
តែ
Problem solved!
crit
Alright,
ប៉ុណ្ណឹង
let's
ប្រើ
catch up
weapon
another day!
weapon crit damage មែនហើយក៏ crit rate មើលរបស់ខ្ញុំនេះបានតែ68 crit rate ទេ180ហើយ energy weapon នេះបាន crit rate បន្ថែម6 10ទៀតartifact piece មួយក៏រៀងល្អដែរតែបាន total stat តែប៉ុណ្ណឹងWolfang Wolfang crit rate ចាំបាន crit rate ច្រើនមែន Wolfang មក crit rate មែនER មែនtror 160នេះលេង double hydro បានធម្មតាអត់អីទេតែបើលេង solo hydro ពិបាក energy បន្តិចបើដូច team ឆៅអីត្រូវការ Fabonius user មាន Faraza នេះ solo hydro ត្រូវការអ្នកផ្សេង use Fabonius ហើយជាម្នាក់ពីរនាក់ទៀតបានគ្រប់ energy ឧទាហរណ៍ជាងហ្នឹងនេះពិបាកមើលហើយផងរីណា115តិចគួរតែ energy weapon ឬក៏ swap sand ដាក់ energy វិញគួរតែអាច swap អានេះដាក់ energy វិញទៅហើយ115ធ្វើម៉េចក៏បោះមិនចេញទេ so 2 rotation ហ្នឹងបានបើម្ដង energy requirement ច្រើនទៀត energy cost 60ទេមិនអត់សូវច្រើន energy បាទដោយសារភាគច្រើន foreigner off field តែអត់សូវបាន energy ទេ morning on the day after tomorrow 8 to 10 day after tomorrow cho HP បានប៉ុន្មាន bro
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
Wow 37k ច្រើនណាស់ទៅមកសាប់37 double hydro ហើយក៏ solo hydro
Hey everyone, we're here! Our
Chẳngចេះនិយាយច្រើនជាងមុន Morning literature.
Oh, wow! Kukuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh?
Get out of here.
Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Act 2. Good night, nhưng bật đá lại.
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the small... If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Find a way to create a diversion so you can investigate the cargo.
Let's go hear what these...
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You'd better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontanians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
Why is the hall here?
So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontanian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
It's all natural, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great!
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever.
Oh dear!
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item.
What the suspicious aspect of this gun? A lot of objects was picked up came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruin, but with damage. Date. It's really left behind my net energy. Genuine antique, so it must be of great value. Yeah, it's suspicious.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Conspicuous.
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
What does conspicuous mean? Attracting notice or attention. Easily seen, attract attention. Like.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to...
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the film.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait! This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then... Since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so... does that mean they executed the hostage?
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just... Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
Transaction. Something. The gun placed in a lockbox and hidden away. Clearly the seller want to keep their identity secret. Why? After receiving the instruction, the buyer would have gone to designated spot with the money to pick up the goods to ensure they actually got paid. The seller but likely has been watching the buyer. What the good? Before buyer show up, the pin police found the good by chance by setting up the event venue. Due to unexpected arrival of film Fantasyland, the deal had to be cancelled and to be called off.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do...
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found note. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Yeah, no, that is nice.
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
You're the best, bro!
Sure.
Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
No problem.
Indeed.
She's dragging. Okay, I'm closing the stream. Good night to anyone who's still watching, or if no one, but still good night anyway. Bye bye.